Hey guys, welcome back to another GTA 5 tutorial. In this tutorial guys, we're just gonna go ahead and install Stop the Pad Ultimate Backup and Compulite, but last but not least, we're gonna have to install custom pullover as well. And there will be a little bit of a separate video on how to install Stop the Pad, because for Stop the Pad INI there's a whole lot of changes that you might need to make, but that will make this video way too long than I would like it to. So we're just gonna go ahead and do a separate thing for that. But for these two, the Ultimate Backup and the Compulite, there's not really much to it. And if I can go ahead and go to my channel here, this is where you're gonna find all the videos, and I'm gonna go ahead and try my very best to put them in the order that I will highly suggest that you copy and follow as well. So it's going to be right here on my playlist. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this playlist right here because this one is very old. So right now I'm doing LSPDFR tutorials series for 2023, so you're gonna go ahead and find everything right here. So with that said, let's just go ahead and get right to it. So make sure you download all of these three at the very top right here, and of course go ahead and download custom pullover on lspdfr.com. You're just gonna go ahead and click this download file button right here and then follow instructions on that. I already have everything downloaded, and over here I have my GTA 5 main directory, and as you can see, all of my three downloads are right here. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. And of course we're gonna go ahead and jump into the game as well and test these things out a little bit. In the previous video I showed you how to install LSPDFR, so if you haven't seen that and you are very much new into GTA 5 modding, I will highly suggest you check that one out as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the Ultimate Backup. Let me just go ahead and unzip my files here real quick. This one is gonna be a very quick and simple install. But of course guys, if you really do pay attention to some of the things that I do say, and in the last video as well I did mention something about Reg Native UI. With Reg Native UI, as you can see, the date on this one is 8/1/2021, and the one that we actually installed on video number 2 in this series, if I'm not mistaken, is for 2023. Let me go ahead and find it here on my list. As you can see, the new Reg Native UI that you need to go ahead and install is going to be for 2/5/2023. So make sure you install this one instead. So in this download, we're just going to go ahead and take this plugins folder, and we're going to go ahead and drag this inside our GTA 5 main directory, just like so. E1 inside this plugin folder right here. So we can go ahead and navigate to this plugins folder to and find our Ultimate Backup INI. There's not really much to it, so we're just going to go ahead and cover that in this very video. So let's go ahead and go to plugins, LSPDFR, and this is where we're going to go ahead and find our Ultimate Backup INI. So we're going to go ahead and open this one up and make a few changes. As you can see, there's not really much to it right here. So at the very top right here, so this is what you need to really pay attention to for Ultimate Backup from right here. At the very least, this is what you need to pay attention to. And of course, to open up the key menu is gonna be B, and to dismiss all the backup officers that you might request, you have to press enter on your keyboard. Going down here, you don't really need to worry too much about this. And if you are using a canine, this is how you can go ahead and interact with your canine. If you want your canine to enter the vehicle, you're gonna go ahead and press T. If you wanted to exit the vehicle, you're gonna go ahead and press T as well. And if you want your canine to search a vehicle, you're gonna need to go ahead and stand beside a vehicle or something like that and press T as well, and that will make your canine search a particular vehicle or something like that. All right, scrolling down here, I think the only thing that you can change right here would be let's see here, for the laser beam right here at the very end. We don't have a taser just yet, so we are going to be installing a taser very soon. if you like to see the laser from a taser whenever you are patrolling or something like that, or for the other backup units to if they pull up a taser, for them to show the laser beam, you can go ahead and leave this one at 40, but I don't like mine. I just gonna go ahead and put a 0 right there. I might miss some things over here as well, but I'm not quite, I don't really use ultimate backup too much. Over here, we're gonna go ahead and come back to this one when we do install a new stretcher, so you know you really need to worry about this right now. Let me see here what's very important right here. You can go ahead and leave this one as it is, it really doesn't matter. So the changes that are made right here, so you can go ahead and take a look at that, and please go ahead and pay attention to this right here to open up the menu and how to interact with your canine if you do choose to use a canine. All right, if you made any changes right here, just go ahead and go to file and save, and we are pretty much done with ultimate backup. We're gonna go ahead and move this one to the top. Next, we are going to go ahead and install our Compulite. It's pretty much the same process as we have just done with ultimate backup. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my GTA 5 main directory over here, and we're gonna go ahead and open up this Compulite folder. And once again, we do see another Rage native UI over here, so we are not installing this Rage native UI, leave it alone. We only need this plugins folder, and for this one as well, just gonna go ahead and drag and drop inside our GTA 5 main directory, and then we can navigate to the INI. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go back to plugins, LSPDFR, and then here is where we are going to find our Compulite INI. So let's go ahead and open this one up as well. We're gonna go ahead and, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and edit what I want to edit. You can go ahead and leave it as it is if you want to, that's up to you. For me, for the to open the computer, I like to use Q. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a capital Q right there, and over here set the modifier key to Compulite. You don't really need that. All right. Give it a citation, put it down. You don't really need that. And then over here, I think it's somewhere at the bottom over here somewhere. Yeah. Where is that? All right, so right here, if you're using a controller, if you want to go ahead and open up your computer using your D-pad right on the controller, you can leave this one as it is, but for me, I just like to use my Q, so I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this none right here, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and paste it right there. What else is here? Over here, guys, you can go ahead and change the currency if you're gonna go ahead and give out like a traffic ticket or something like that. Right now it's in dollars, so you can go ahead and put whatever currency sign you want on that one. I think that's pretty much it for Compulite, unless I might be missing something or something. Over here, guys, you can go ahead and change this to, it's more like a percentage, 10%. All it means like it's just 10% chance that if you charge somebody with like murder or something like that, how much chance is it for them to get a life sentence? All right, right now it's at 10. I think I might just change mine to like 20%. All right, I think that's pretty much it right now. There is one where it says whenever you open up your computer, do you want to disable, do you want the screen to freeze or something like that? Let me see if I can find it here. I like to change mine to no, because I like my game to flow. I like my game to flow, so I don't like my game to pause. All right, it's right here. Whether the game will pause when you open up your computer light. So right now it said a yes, so that means it will pause. I will just change mine to no, just like that. I think that's pretty much it with that. Let's go ahead and save it, and we are pretty much done with that. Next, we are going to go ahead and install our custom pullover. All right, since we are already right here under GTA 5 plugins LSPDFR, we can go ahead and let me just go ahead and unzip these files here real quick. We can go ahead and just navigate from here. We're gonna go ahead and go to plugins LSPDFR, and we can go ahead and take both of these two files and just drag and drop them inside right here. And we can go ahead and open up this INI as well. All right, so with this INI, the only thing you really need to pay attention to here would be the mimic me. I think this one right here, this is really what you need to pay attention to. If you do pull over somebody and they pull over in a place that is not really suitable to pull over, you can always left control key and R, and they will follow you what you are doing, and then you can go ahead and pull over to the side or something like that. That's pretty much it that I will focus on the most. And over here, guys, you can go ahead and just read some of it. This really doesn't really, I mean, some of it really doesn't make any sense. I don't know why you'll be doing something like this over here. The main one that I usually use is pretty much this one right here. All right, so if you made any changes right here, you can go ahead and go to file and save, and you are pretty much done with that. And then last but not least, we are going to go ahead and install our stop the pad. All right, and we're just gonna go ahead and stay right here on our GTA 5. All right, pretty much the same thing on this one. We're gonna go ahead and navigate to stop the pad, and you can go ahead and see another Rage native UI right here. We are not installing this Rage native UI. It will pretty much make your game crash a lot if you manage to even log into the game. So we're just gonna go ahead and navigate to plugins LSPDFR, and we're gonna go ahead and take all of these files in here, drag and drop inside our LSPDFR folder, inside our GTA 5 plugins LSPDFR, and we can go ahead and replace these files right here. All right, and that's pretty much it. In terms of like I was saying, for the stop the pad INI, there is a lot of stuff here to change. All right, so if I go ahead and do it right now, it will take pretty much too much time for this video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this in the next video. Probably gonna go ahead and take maybe like 10 minutes or something like that, but that's 10 minutes I cannot put in this video right here. All right, but the only thing I can change right here will be this one right here for E. For me, I usually use A, so you can go ahead and use whatever key suits you best, but for me A is the good one. And you can go ahead and breed some of this stuff right here, but like I said, we're gonna go ahead and come back into this one because we need to go ahead and try to go line by line on this one right here, and there's a lot to cover. If you go ahead and go line by line, maybe we might go ahead and take another look at ultimate backup as well in the next video while I'm covering this, just to make sure we are not missing anything. I think I might have the notes for some of this stuff right here, so it could be a little bit faster as well. All right, so if you made any changes, let me just go ahead and save that, and we are pretty much done with the install for right now. So the next thing that we can do, let me just go ahead and delete this. Do I have anything open? All right, I thought I deleted this. What the hell is going on? Go ahead and delete that. I have something open, I don't know what it is, but all right, let me go ahead and close this, delete that. All right, there you go. All right, so now we can go ahead and jump into the game here real quick and see how all of this stuff actually ties together with the LSPDFR that we installed in the last video. All right, let me go ahead and try to turn this off here real quick so that I do have a much better chance of actually logging into the game, because if you do leave your virus protection, most of the time it does recognize it as a virus, so that might cause your game to crash a lot or not even able to log in as well. So you need to go ahead and try to turn this off if you can. I'm not saying that you should, but if you can, go ahead and turn it off. Let me go ahead and turn this off. I don't know why my game actually brings up my my rage every single time when I do this. All right, let me go ahead and play this off my Steam. All right, go ahead and close this, close that. I think that's the actual thing that happened when we actually tried to run our LSPDFR for the first time. So might be something I need to look into there a little bit. Alrighty, so we are going to go ahead and log into the game. I don't know why my game is having a little bit of a difficulty just going through with ease. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But at least it works. Alrighty, finally we are logging into the game, and we are not going to really waste too much time on this. We're just going to go ahead and do a quick and simple showcase on what we just installed right now, and then we're going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. But I hope you guys do get the point. All right, hopefully the thing is not going to crash, because if it does crash, I'm going to need to log back in. So let's give it time to breathe a little bit. All right, it feels like we are going in. I can hear a little bit of sounds in here. All right, so as you can see, guys, already your boy is on duty doing his thing, giving out some tickets right now. But we're gonna go ahead and go pull over somebody here real quick and see how what our custom pullover looks like, and what our stop the pad looks like, and what our ultimate backup looks like. Should we do ultimate backup? I don't really feel like doing ultimate backup, to be honest. All right, so let's go ahead and try to pull over these two bozos right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit my left shift key to signal a pullover. All right, and this is gonna go ahead and pull over right there. All right, so let's just say I am not happy with where this guy stopped, and I want to go ahead and try to make him pull over somewhere else. So I can go ahead and hit my left control key plus R. As you can see, now it does initiate my custom pullover. So if I drive to the right hand side, it's gonna go ahead and follow to the right hand side. If I go ahead and do it to the left hand side, it's gonna go ahead and turn it to the left hand side. If I go ahead and drive straight, it's gonna go ahead and drive straight as well. All right, and so let's say I am happy with that, so I can go ahead and hit my left control key plus R again, and that's going to stop him from following what I'm doing. So then it gives me a chance to actually go ahead and go to the back of this vehicle and just step right here. All right, in terms of stop the pad, all right, but we're just gonna go ahead and use Compulite right now. I'm gonna go ahead and hit Q, and with Q it needs to go ahead and open up my computer. Why is it not opening my computer? It's not opening my computer. Maybe I need to go ahead and read the plate first. All right, but let's just go ahead and go talk to the owner here. All right, so stop the pad. Okay, so it's gonna go ahead and try to run away. but I don't really have time to be chasing this fool, to be honest. So we might need to go ahead and get another example right here, because I have no time to be chasing this fool right now. All right, there you go. So let's go ahead and try to pull over somebody else here real quick and see what everything is looking like. All right, all right, all right, there you go. We just signaled it to pull over this fool. So we already checked over our custom pullover. Now we can go ahead and try to see what our stop the pad looks like. So let's just go ahead and go talk to the driver here real quick. All right, so when we do approach the vehicle, we're gonna go ahead and hit our D-pad right, and when you do open up your D-pad right, you're gonna go ahead and get the stop the pad menu, just like so. So now I can go ahead and ask for the vehicle, and you can see on top of my mini map it says that we do smell a strong odor of alcohol coming from inside the vehicle. So it could be the driver or it could be the passenger, but once again, I don't have time to be doing the whole thing. But let's just go ahead and ask for the ID here real quick. So we just asked for a registration, insurance, and a driver's license. It seems like everything is checking out. So right here we can go ahead and ask the driver to leave the vehicle. But let's just go ahead and do a breathalyzer while they're inside the vehicle, just like so. All right, so as you can see, the driver is way over the legal limit. So let's just go ahead and ask the driver to step out of the vehicle. All right, go ahead and ask them to step out of the vehicle. So once they do step out of the vehicle, we can go ahead and hit our D-pad right twice, like so. All right, so that's going to engage our stop the pad again, and now we can go ahead and interact with the driver outside of the vehicle. And what we can do now is we can either grab him if we want to, or we can go ahead and ask him to follow us. So we're gonna go ahead and ask it to follow us over here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do further testing and see whether she's actually under the influence or not. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stop right here, right in front of her. Now we're gonna go ahead and open up our stop the pad again, stop the follow, go ahead and hit our D-pad right again, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this menu. So from here we can go ahead and do another breathalyzer test or do a drug swap as well. Let's go ahead and do a drug swap here real quick and see how fucked up she actually is. All right, so she's negative on drugs on that one. And then over here in the field sobriety test, we can do a horizontal gaze, or we can go ahead and do a walk and turn, one leg stand. All right, so pretty much got three options on that one. Let's just go ahead and ask it to do a one leg stand. All right, 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. So she cannot really do it. So let's go ahead and put it under arrest. There you go. So you can go ahead and do all of this using stop the pad. So you don't really need to stop the pad is your go-to. All right, so now that we do have her under arrest, let me see if we can go ahead and press G. If you do press G, you can go ahead and request a ped check. All right, go ahead and request a ped check for this lady here real quick. So everything else is valid. She is only under the influence of alcohol. And then now we can go ahead and hit G again. And then over here with the stop the pad, you can go ahead and ask for a transport if you want, or you can go ahead and grab her, all right, by hitting your D-pad right to open up this menu. So we can go ahead and grab her if you want, and we're gonna go ahead and put it at the back of our vehicle. Why are you not grabbing the lady? All right, so there you go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take it at the back of our vehicle because she's under arrest for driving under the influence. And hopefully now we should be able to open up our Compulite as well. So you can go ahead and open up your Compulite for the tablet. I think there's a tablet, right? So with the tablet, you can hit your left control key plus O, all right, on your keyboard. This is not working. I don't know why it's not working. All right, I don't know why it's not working, but let's go ahead and go. No. Let's go ahead and go inside the vehicle here. I want to see if we can actually open up our Compulite or not. I don't know why it's not opening though. I don't know why it's not opening. Did I even save it? Did I even save it? I don't know why it's not opening. My Compulite is not opening. Alright, it could be the mod itself, but sometimes it does act up like this. So you need to be very I would say patient with the whole thing. Alright. But that will really kind of butcher the tutorial for this one. I wanted to open up the Compulite and really show you guys some of the default charges and citations that do come with Compulite or something like that. Now I can go ahead and ask everybody to step out of the vehicle, and I could go ahead and search the vehicle if I wanted to, and then we can go ahead and go from there. But that will really take a long time. But so I'm just gonna go ahead and conclude this episode right here. So you can see everything does work except our Compulite, but you know, it is what it is. For ultimate backup, you can go ahead and press B on your keyboard. You can go ahead and get this menu right here, so you can go ahead and request backup for a traffic stop, felony stop, code 2 backup, code 3 backup, and everything like that. So you go ahead and choose if you want like the local units or something like that, or you want the SWAT team. You can go ahead and request for an ambulance. You can go ahead and request for the first responder, first responder, firefighter. I think they updated this thing, because the last time I was using this, it wasn't not here. So you can go ahead and request an air ambulance as well, a air SWAT backup as well if you want to. And over here, guys, you can go ahead and get yourself a partner if you want to. Let's just go ahead and step outside and take a look at this. So with this ultimate backup, you can go ahead and spawn yourself a partner if you want to. And then over here, you can go ahead and choose which department you want your partner to come from. All right. And then over here, it says spawn a partner with the player's outfit. So if you do go ahead and press this right here, your partner is going to be wearing the exact same outfit that you are going to be wearing. Or you can go ahead and go stand next to pretty much anybody in the game. You can go ahead and make a civilian your partner as well. All you need to do is just go close to them, open up your ultimate backup, and then recruit the nearest pad as partner. And then over here, this kind of like actually consumes a lot of your CPU as well, but you can go ahead and get your partner their own vehicle. They can go ahead and drive the same vehicle as you are driving, or you can go ahead and choose maybe like, I don't know, that the police B, that's one is going to be for the bike. So you can go ahead and choose what you want, and then over here you can go ahead and position them. Do you want them to follow behind you, or to drive on the left side of you, on the right side of you, or something like that? So you can only choose behind, left, or right, not in the front. So you're the one in control. So you can go ahead and manipulate these settings right here if you want to. And then over here, you can go ahead and get yourself a canine. All right, so you can go ahead, let's just go ahead and spawn a canine here real quick. And then over here, you can go ahead and choose which dog you want to use as your canine. Let's just go ahead and use the German Shepherd. Let's go ahead and spawn this baby. Easy is right here. All right, so if you go ahead and hit B again, and then go back to canine, over here you can go ahead and change the texture of your canine just like so. All right, but we are going to be installing another mod for canine that does come with like a canine suit and everything like that. So you can go ahead and change the texture and everything like that if you want to. All of this stuff is going to be available when we do install our own canine. All right, and that's pretty much it. I'm kind of disappointed our Compulite did not work, but it should work. We're gonna go ahead and check that out in the next video and see if I messed up anything, and then I'll let you know then. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.